Heyo everyone, it's AJ, and today we are talking about the 5th episode of Bungo Stray Dogs Season 4, because we've just got to carry on this wild ride that is this season. So we're carrying on with the Perfect Murder arc, our little baby arc, before we go on to the shit goes down arc. And yes, I am still going to call it that for the rest of the season, because that is the true explanation of this arc. It just never ends. It never ends. Oh, but hey-ho. No manga spoilers here. I'm going to try and be good, because anime onlys deserve to have videos with no manga spoilers. So, I'm going to try and be good. So, we start off the episode, we're just carrying on from where the last one left off, where we have Rampo and Mishitaro in the car, and Rampo's just like, with his little lollipop, just casually just being like, well, you see, the murderer is also the same person that was setting up to sell the manuscript. So, it's all a super big mystery, and like how this murderer is related to this murderer. It's like, yeah, it's the same person. Da 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 da. And Mishitaro just, as always, having the worst poker face. Like, mate, you need to get better. I said this last time, but still, like, you're sweating like nobody's business. Rampo's gonna know that it's you if it, obviously he knows it's him, but like, you know what I mean, like, if anyone else was looking at the conversation, they would be like, yeah, that's the most guilty motherfucker in the world. Which then leads us on to our OP, so a very quick cold open just as we hit it, and all the fucking spoilers within that OP, like, my god. But I already talked about that, you can check that out in a different video. Self-plug. Trying to get better. But we come back after the OP and we're joining Poe with the police as they're trying to like work out what the actual fuck just happened, because Rampo just went, nah, I'm off. Leaving them like, we're meant to try and solve this murder, like, what the fuck? So Poe is like got the manuscript, and Minanura is just like, what do you think you're doing with that? And Poe's just like, yeah, I'm just like speed reading, and he's like just going like page after page after page after page after page, just like, damn, how quick can you fucking read? Is this like an offer ability, like an extra ability where you can just like speed read like nobody's business because you're right as well? Who knows? So whilst like Poe's trying to do that, because he's like, no, I need to try and help Rampo, like maybe the answer is in the story, because obviously for like the murder of like the author of the manuscript, it's basically followed the plot of the story that they were writing. So he's like, right, it'll be in the story, like the answer will be here. And then the wee lassie that's with him goes like, so what's the whole deal with this like mystery murder with this? So Minanura is just like, right, so here's all it begins. It's rather messed up. So the author was staying in an inn like long term for writing purposes, and the housekeeper, like, or the owner like of the inn, stumbles upon a doll carrying their ears on a tray. You know, just casual. So he just explains how the whole murder is like a big thing, and it's like following the plot and whatnot of the story that they were actually writing. And at that point towards the end, like, Poe realises that the very last page is a photocopy, because like there's watermarks on it, and he tries to like rub it off, but he realises like the water stains aren't actually on that paper. So he's like, oh, I've got a photocopy. And then just at that moment, his fucking ringtone goes off, his phone goes off, and it's just the Raven fucking calls. And I just love how it's animated. And it's just all of them like getting thrown around in the corners of the screen, because like how loud this ringtone is. It's just so chaotic, and I love it so much. Like, it's even better, like, And they've animated it so well, like how they adapted it from the manga is just so good. And it's just the fact that like Minoru just goes, why the fuck are you scared? That's your ringtone. But then it's kind of sad because then like Poe just goes like, yeah, I don't get many phone calls. So it's obviously like a big deal. And then he sees who it is and it just goes, oh, which then cuts back to Rampo and I just want to call him Mushy. Mushy's not, but I just want to call him Mushy, so I'm just going to call him Mushy from now on because I just love it. So they're back in the car and they're still talking about it. Mushy's trying to like be like, oh, well, you see, I'm going to play devil's advocate like this whole car ride because I don't want you to think it's me, even though we clearly know it's him. But it's just it's like, see what? Like, the person who's selling it could easily have got their hands on it, like, through a different means. Like, it could clearly be two different kind of murderers, like, yeah. And then Paul just goes, with all, he's like, oh, really, bitch? So, funny how I have the original last page of the manuscript. And look at this. There's watermarks. Ooh. And then it's like, you want to know how I found this? Because I basically destroyed a fucking gift shop. See the little clips of him like like topping like all this kind of stuff in the gift shop. He's like, everyone just watching him like, what the fuck is this wee chaotic person doing? And it's like, oh yeah, it's just like, I just found the copy at the photocopier essentially because like the person who was doing this was clearly in a rush because they really weren't that prepared. But they really didn't want to give the evidence of the teardrops, so they had to like photocopy it. But that was the only page that mattered. Like, it didn't really matter if like all the rest of the pages. That was the only one that mattered. And obviously at this point Mushy is like shitting himself. And then like Rambo just kind of like ends it. It's just like, oh yeah, so that's how like I solved it, by the way. Oh yeah, what's your name, by the way? And obviously then Mushy just tells him his name. And it's like, yeah, you're the one that did it. Like, just like nothing else. It's just like, caught you, bitch. It's like, at least I know your name. So you're gonna like turn yourself in, it's gonna be great, it's gonna be fine. And then the driver just stops and just turns around and is like, no, we're not doing this today, mate. I just love his wee talk. He's like, there's 3 things I hate in my cargo, and it's like 1 that talks too much, 2 that brings too much trouble, and 3 doesn't pay. And it's like, all of them are Rampo. And a nice cute little package. And like, Paul doesn't give a shit. He's just like, the guy's literally got a gun like pointed at his head, and he's just like, yeah, do you know people just get stupider like if they hold a gun? You know that? Have you realised that? Yeah, because the thing is, yeah, I've outsmarted you because this is what I wanted. And then like the police just arrive and it's like, yeah, double caught you, bitch. But obviously that's not how it goes, unfortunately, because why would it? It's Fyodor. Like, Fyodor has all these millions and billions of plans. Like, obviously there's a reason, like, or a way to escape things as always. So the driver just turns around to the police and goes like, oh yeah, you're getting arrested, by the way. It's like, well, you see, whips out the ID. I'm an official diplomat. You can't fucking touch me. Oh, and by the way, there is like nothing in my gun. Like, the clip is empty. And it's just like, empty threat, bitch. And it's like, I'm also legally allowed to have this gun, so you cannot charge me for having armed goods. So there is no other evidence against me and the guy in the back. And at that point, like, Rambo just kind of like goes up and just goes like, right, fine, you're free to go. Police like are just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, especially like me and murder is just like, what do you think you're fucking doing? I'm the police here, you're no. And then Mushy's just being like, oh, say hi to your pal in prison. Not that obviously his smirk lasts that long, because as he drives away, his phone goes off. And then he opens it up and like answers it, and then all the million texts appear like super rapidly, and it's like, haha, sup bitch, you're now activated pose ability, you're now fucking trapped in his world. Which then leads to how Rampo like digests and like breaks down what the actual crime was visually, because he basically got Poe to like rewrite like the whole fucking crime. Like, we need to appreciate that for like 2 seconds, right? Flip phones. A flip phone. Like, typing that fucking out on a flip phone, like having to do like all the fucking numbers, was like pressing like 2 twice to get a B and everything like that. That is a pain I do not miss. But like, good for Poe for being able to like type that out so fucking quickly, man. Like, top notch. So Mushy just being like, okay, well, I know about him, I've already looked into him, and all I have to do is like say what the ending is, and then I'm out, I'm free, and you can't say anything about it, because nobody will take like your predictions or anything like that seriously, because there's no evidence. So, sup bitch, I'm leaving. And then Rampo goes, nope, because I'm going to break it down to you and you're going to turn yourself in. And Mushy just be like, nah. And like, the fact that like Rampo goes on about the fact that, oh, I thought originally that it was done through like spite and like hatred towards like the person and whatnot, but it was like completely wrong. And Mushy's like, nah, I hated him. I was like, I hated him. He wasn't, it was like the offer was not my friend. It's just like, oh, no, mate. Like, you're not selling us. It's like, I hated Yokomizo. Like, no. Like, he was my rival. He was my enemy. I hated him. I enjoyed killing him and everything like that. It's like, no, he didn't. Like, the fact that he tries to sell this, that he hated, like, Yokomizo, like, so hard, like, the psycho fucking fish eyes, my god, those fish eyes, my god, like, they were horrific. But then it's just classic, like, fish eyes, and, like, just like, they are fucking out their heat. And also, he's trying to, like, sell it. It's like, oh, I'm the crazed murderer. And then Rampo is just so unfazed by all this and just goes, no, you cried. And I cried. Oh, the whole little backstory of, like, Yokomizo and, like, getting Mushy to kill him. It's just, like, it hurts. It hurts so much more. And then just seeing Mushy cry. Like, mate, it's not cool. Like, he cried, I cried. And then Mushy just goes like, fine, you win, I'll confess, because like Rampo just goes on about like, so see, the thing is, like, see, if you just leave, you just get away, I'm gonna ruin this whole fucking mystery, and that's not the point, that you did this for your friend. Like, there's meant to be the best, most unique mystery ever, and I'm gonna go out and ruin it to the public. I will tell them everything, and it will ruin the illusion of what this mystery has created. And that's what breaks Mushy, just being like, I can't let that happen. Like, I can't let my friend's dream die alongside him. Like, oh, like, it hurts so much. Like, the pain. So then, like, Mushy gets arrested. He's in the car for real now. He's in the police car for real now. And Rampo just, like, gives him, like, the wee business card and be like, so, Go try and get a job at the special division, because like as soon as they see what your ability is, yeah, they're gonna hire you like that. So if you do this, you'll be good, and we're solid. And then they drive off, and Rampo does like the nice thing of like destroying like the last page, like the original copy of the last page, so that like nothing can kind of happen like furthermore. We join Mushy just going in the car, and then it stops. So it's like an incident has happened further ahead, so the cars had to stop, and then you just see this wee policeman running up to them and goes like, oh, what's happened? I was like, oh, there's been a murder. And the policeman driving the car is going, oh, like who's been murdered? And then it's just yeah. And then the gun just appears out of nowhere, and then pew, bye bye policeman. And then they just get the nice epic reveal of Nikolai Gogol, like, yes, oh my god, I love him so much. They've done so much justice to him. Like, the little twirl, I could just gush over him. It's so good. It's really funny because see in the beginning, like, see when I read it in the manga, I really didn't like Nikolai. He used to really annoy me, and now I love him. And now that he's animated, I'm just like, yay! I'm just like, oh, my wee Ukrainian crown, yay! Honestly, just the dynamics, and he's just so adorable, even though he just murdered somebody. But that's a common theme in Bungo. It's like, oh, look at this cute little man, he just killed somebody, yay! The brain rot of the Bungo fandom. But yeah, so Mushy's like, what the actual fuck? And Nikolai is just going, so I'm here, like, even though you're not really partaking in my quiz, because it's like, hey, quiz time. Who am I? I'm Nikolai. What am I doing here? Clean up duty. And it's like, wait, what? And Nikolai's just like, yeah, well, you see, you know, like, what we're going to do in the future. And then because he's like, wait, we? That means you're with Fyodor. It's like, yes, I am. He's just not my boyfriend. Jokes. But, so yeah. So Nikolai's just going like, so you need to go bye-bye because you know too much, and we don't like that, so yeah, bye-bye. And that scene just to end the episode, oh my god, the desperation to get to the little speaker in the car, to then tell Rampo, like, don't take, like, this next job, you're going to get a huge job offer, don't take it, it's like the worst idea, don't do it, the agency is going to get destroyed. See the fucking look on his face, like, reaching and whatnot, the desperation in his voice, like, and then the fact that obviously then Rampo runs to the car to hear it better and whatnot, and he's telling him, like, well more than enough details, by the way. And then you hear the gunshots, and then that's it. It's like, it hurts so much more. Like, it was already, like, sad in the manga, right? Like, I think it just hurts more hearing the gunshots because you just know. And that's it. That's how they end it. Like, the best cliffhanger, it's great. Like, it's best to, like, how to get it into this, like, next arc and everything like that. Like, proper intense and everything like that. But it hurts. And then I just had to call this out, right? So when Michitaro is, like, reaching for, like, speaker and whatnot to, like, talk to Rampo and obviously warn him and whatnot, like, the EP music just slowly fades in. Like, Bones have a thing of, if they have a cute as fuck, like, EP, right, and a traumatic thing has just happened at the end of the episode, they're going to like bring it in early just to make it even worse, because you know it's the end, but like it is so, so like contrasting to like what is happening. Like, why? They did this with fucking Skate the Infinity, right? And those fucking palm trees. Everyone ended up hating those fucking palm trees because of like, it was like episode 7, it was like, everything was all happy jolly, and then episode 7 happened, and then like, those fucking palm trees came out, and it was just like, ooh, dude. It's like, no! Stop being happy! It's also like, there's a guy saying that it was like, oh yeah, Thingy's just died, and then it's just like, and then fucking Ali plays, it's like Lost in Paradise. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I just thought that was funny. It is like, it just gave like proper Skate vibes. But yeah, so anyway, 5th episode, well, I was about to say, let's say a third of the way through. We're over a third of the way through, and things are just ramping up from here. It is just going, whoa. The excitement is going up, but like, the shit is going down. But yeah, let me know your wee thoughts down below. How did you think of the episode? Did you love Nikolai's entrance as much as I did? Because, oh, he's just a good boy. Oh, so good. And, oh god, the next episode's going to be fun. Not really, but it's going to be fun. We get to see Dazai get arrested. Yes. Really should be happy about that, but I am. Because then that leads to great times, but also not great times. Oh, but anyway, until next time, I'm AJ, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.